بالتعاون مع المندوبية الجهوية للتربية بتطاوين، إذاعة تطاوين تقدم اذاعة الباكالوريا. اذاعة الباكالوريا اليوم مادة الانقليزية مع الاستاذين بوعيش وصالح قاجة.
Hello everybody, you are listening to the English program for the fourth year students preparing for the back exam. Here are بوعيش and Salih Qajah on Tataouine radio presenting this new edition. We hope you'll be many to listen and benefit from this program. Hi Rida.
Hi Salah.
Okay, and to help us furnish this hour of English and make it more interactive, we have with us two guests. We are pleased to welcome them, and we really thank them for accepting to join us, our dear students. Okay.
Let them introduce themselves. I think it's better.
Yeah. Yes. Would you please introduce yourselves?
Hi everyone. I'm Erija Anger, a pioneer student. I'm a math student. I'm pleased to be tonight with Mr. Rida and Mr. Salah to give you some pieces of advice concerning English.
Hi, I am Hademi Mekki. I am a student from Pioneer Prep School. I am in the fourth year, and I have a back exam that I must do it greatly. I am very jubilant and delighted to be among you today, and I'm looking so forward to this hopefully beneficial live broadcast in Tataouine radio station.
And we are really wholeheartedly grateful for your coming despite your numerous obligations. We know that you are preparing for exams, midterm exams. So.
Yes, we are very busy.
Okay. Thank you very much, and best wishes for your success. Rida, the floor is yours to give us the outlines of this edition,
so
and maybe the approach we are going to adopt and the purpose behind it.
Okay, we are going to deal with language, and meanwhile, maybe things that we are going to say may help you in writing. Our approach, we have chosen to deal with language in separate sentences. First of all, we want to enable listeners maybe to benefit from what we are going to say. And second, I think that if pupils mind grammar when they deal with language, this can help them a lot. Context is important. But sometimes we can answer through grammar if we know a rule. So we are going to cover all the grammar points that you have dealt with in your book and you are going to deal with during this year. And through that, we are going to tell you how what we are going to say is relevant to your back exam.
Yes.
Okay? Mm-hmm. So our choice, Salah, is simple sentences and multiple choice.
Multiple choice, yeah?
Sir, excuse me, I have a question.
Yeah.
Sir, sometimes we can find questions that they have not one size fit to all solutions. So how can we deal with them in this way?
For example, which questions?
Sometimes we meet difficult questions in language that can go with many propositions and choices.
No. Okay? Language is a rule-governed way. That is, sometimes when you are given, for example, multiple choices, okay,
Excuse me,
in
sir,
an exam.
I think that in the back exam they don't give such difficult things, so you are not confused. You cannot be confused.
Yeah, it is possible sometimes that there is more one answer within a question. It is quite possible. Okay?
But there is a more probable one.
Usually it is one answer, but sometimes it can be more than one answer. And if there are two possibilities, they will be accepted in any way.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
This is what I mean.
Yeah, okay.
Don't worry about that. But we started with the first sentence, and the first choices. The first sentence gives us the following. It was blank, an expensive phone that I couldn't buy it. I repeat, it was blank, an expensive phone that I couldn't buy it. The choices are such, so, or to, W.
Okay, so I think it is maybe possible to repeat the sentence again. No problem. Okay, it was blank, an expensive phone that I couldn't buy it. It was blank, an expensive phone that I couldn't buy it. So is it such, so, or to? Yes?
I will choose such. It was such an expensive phone that I couldn't buy it. Because we have learned that such plus noun phrase. We have an expensive phone is a noun phrase. So cannot be because we haven't an adjective, and to is the same for to.
Yeah, okay. Now, this sentence, what does it express? It expresses cause result.
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
And why the choice of such, so, to? Why together?
They express
Because
the
they
cause result, okay? But they have different uses, of course.
Yes.
Okay?
The
So,
purpose is to intensify the result.
No. It's not a question of intensifying the result. It's a question of grammar. Look, for example. Now, just imagine we change such by so. What do we get in that case? It was such an expensive phone that I couldn't buy it. Start with the phone. The phone? Now,
So
what's
it
the
was
rule?
so
Wait a minute.
expensive.
Was
So expensive.
So I should know that after so plus adjective plus that. Yes or no?
Yes.
The phone was so expensive that I couldn't buy it.
Or, sir,
Or?
the phone was too expensive so that I could buy it.
Okay. So look, for example, in an
Would
example.
you please repeat, Rij?
The phone was too expensive so that I could buy it.
The phone was too expensive
But they couldn't.
to buy.
Okay.
To buy.
Yeah, the phone was too expensive to buy. Now look, it is in a paragraph in the back exam, and I have got between brackets these three alternatives. Okay, I consider, of course, the context. Okay, but what enables me to choose whether such, so,
Or to.
or to?
Is
It
what-
is the structure within the
Yes.
sentence. I find
A noun
after
phrase.
a noun or a noun phrase. What do we mean by noun phrase? Adjective plus
Plus
noun.
noun.
Okay?
Yes.
I put such. I find just an adjective and then that. I put so. I find
To.
infinitive. I put to.
Yeah.
Clear?
Yes.
To.
So-
Adjective to infinitive.
To recapitulate, you can say we use so plus adjective or adverb plus that, such plus a noun phrase or noun phrase plus that, okay? To plus adjective plus adverb plus to, and infinitive, of course.
Okay, through this sentence, we can deal with linkers, okay, that mean cause result, or linkers that mean result. Yes or no?
Yes.
Now, if we separate the two sentences, what do we say? The phone was
So expensive.
so expensive or expensive. Full stop.
Yes.
I
Couldn't buy it.
I couldn't buy it. Now look, these two sentences are two simple sentences, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay? Now I can understand the relationship between the first and the second sentence, even if I don't put a linker. Now, are they equal in importance?
No.
Are they equal in importance?
Yes.
The phone was so expensive, full stop. I couldn't buy it.
Yes.
They are equally important. Why? Because they are two separate sentences.
Yes.
Yes or no? Now, if I keep these two sentences equal in importance and I want to add a linker of coordination, that is, a linker that links two separate sentences which are equal in importance, which link I can put?
So,
What else?
therefore,
Good. What else?
consequently,
Consequently. Yeah?
As a result.
As a result.
thus,
Okay, a lot of linkers. Yes or no, sir?
That's why.
that's
okay.
why, yeah.
For this reason, okay, you can.
Yeah, okay. All these linkers. You see, okay, these linkers link two separate sentences. Okay? And they are usually put before the result or the cause.
Before the result.
Yeah, result.
And after the cause.
And after the cause. Good. Now, mind the punctuation. It is quite important.
Yes.
Really, it is very important.
Yes.
Even if when I want to choose sometimes, okay, an alternative in a paragraph, punctuation can help me. We will show you this later. Okay?
Okay.
So we can sum up that. And we say that we have, first of all, linkers of coordination.
Coordination, okay. When we have two separate sentences, okay, so you see here, we use thus, therefore, as a result, that's why, for this reason, and consequently, okay. The punctuation, as you said, is determinant here, okay. So they are preceded by full stop, Rida.
Usually.
Yeah.
Okay? Yeah. Now look. Now let's come back to our sentence. It was such an expensive phone that I couldn't buy it. Is it a complex sentence?
Yes.
Yes. That is, we have a main sentence and, okay, a subordinate one.
Yes.
Now, we can consider one sentence more important than the other. And we use other linkers, but they mean the same thing. That is, they mean cause result or result and cause. It depends, okay, whether you put the result before or after. Now, which linkers?
Because.
Good, because. Can we change the sentence with because?
Sir, we keep the same order, or we must change.
We can change, and okay, punctuation is different, but we will see this.
I couldn't buy the phone because it was so expensive.
Good.
Yeah. Nice.
Yes?
Yes.
Now, the main sentence is before the subordinate one. So, if because is in the middle, we don't put a comma. There is no comma, okay? Now, change and put because at the beginning.
Because
it was very expensive,
Yeah.
I couldn't buy
Here
this
I am
phone.
with a comma. Put a comma,
there
I
must
couldn't.
be a comma to separate
Yeah,
the two parts.
couldn't buy it. Now, can I change because by something else and change nothing at all? Just I take out because and I put two other linkers, or even three sometimes.
at the same time.
Yeah, just one.
Just one.
I change nothing. Look, as we did with coordination, we said therefore, okay? Therefore, consequently, as a result, and so on. We can do, okay, this.
Since this phone was very expensive, I couldn't buy it.
Yeah, since. Okay? Now, watch out. Since it's not a since of time, okay?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
not
Yeah,
an
meaning
adverb of
because.
time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can change since by
As or
as
because.
or for.
Yes.
So look, because can be changed by since, as or for.
Yes.
Now, one thing you should know, that we never start a sentence with for. For is in the middle.
Yes.
Okay? But for the rest, we can start with as or since or because. We change nothing at all.
Sir, in this case, when we use for, we should say this phone, I couldn't buy this phone for its expensive cost.
Yeah. Because it was expensive.
yeah.
Okay?
For it was expensive.
Yeah, for it was expensive.
For it can be also with a clause. We can
Yeah,
use
it is
for
a
with a
clause.
clause
Yeah,
or
with a
with a
clause.
noun phrase.
Okay? With the clause, please. With the clause, not with the noun phrase here. Okay?
Yes.
Clear?
Yes.
It's not with a phrase.
Yes.
Okay. Now, look, we started with coordination. We started with subordination. That is a main sentence and a subordinate sentence. Now, the subordinate sentence, we can change it to a subordinate phrase. In that case, we change because by, because of. So, how can we? The same sentence.
Because of its expensive cost,
Yeah.
the phone. Because of its expensive cost,
Price.
yeah.
or cost, I couldn't buy the phone.
I couldn't
Buy
buy
it.
I couldn't buy it. Or simply, if we change because by because of, we change the verb into ing form. Or we change, okay,
For
an
be.
adjective to,
We can use sir
And now.
because of the
Being.
fact that was very expensive.
no, we use the fact that with despite. We are going to see it,
Despite,
okay? Not with because. Clear?
Sir,
So
when,
because of plus verb ing form. Because of
being
so expensive, I couldn't buy it. Okay?
Yes.
Yes? Now look, if I know these things, because sometimes in an exam,
Yes,
I
sir.
think all pupils know because. So instead of putting because, they put since or as. And pupils may understand that since means time. Okay?
Yes.
Yes? Yeah. But it replaces because. Clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now, can we change because of by another linker? And we change nothing at all. Instead of saying because of being so expensive, I could buy it, we can say, okay, owing to.
Owing to.
Sarah?
Owing to, yes, okay. On account of, Rida
Yeah.
can be used here, or due to, okay.
Or
Yeah.
due to,
Yes.
yes.
To.
Okay, due to or owing to plus
Noun
a noun
phrase.
Noun
phrase.
phrase, yes.
Okay, a noun
Phrase.
phrase. Clear?
Yes.
So look, we classify the linkers of result or consequence into three types. First of all, linkers of coordination, where we link two simple sentences, okay? And then we have linkers, okay, that link a main sentence to a subordinate sentence. And then linkers that introduce
A sentence.
a phrase.
A phrase, yeah.
That is owing to,
Due
because
to.
of,
Due to.
due to, Salahan,
On account of.
on account of.
Yeah.
Sometimes even thanks to can.
Yeah,
okay?
thanks to, but usually it is when it is positive.
Yeah.
Okay? We use thanks
Sir,
to.
and because of also can be used to introduce a noun phrase.
It should be a
It
noun.
should be.
It should be a phrase. A phrase.
Yes.
Now, what's the difference between a phrase and a sentence? A sentence
Contains a verb.
A
conjugated verb.
okay.
Yes,
A
conjugated
finite
verb.
verb.
and
Yes.
the phrase. There is no
No
conjugated verb.
verb, yes.
Okay? When we say due, because of being is not a tense at all.
It's
It
a
is
gerund.
It is
Yeah.
a gerund, a
It is a
present
gerund.
participle,
It is a
or
form.
something like
Yes.
that. Okay.
Okay.
So you see here, okay, if the student knows all these rules and has these rules in mind, okay, so you will see that the
He'll be
task.
aware of
yeah,
what,
yeah, he
is
will be
he
aware of
writing.
what he's doing, and the choice will be
Correct.
a correct choice.
Yes.
Okay, so that's why we Rida said from the beginning that language is rule governed.
Even he will not waste a lot of time to respond a simple question.
Yeah.
It this way will help him to save more time and to be more concentrated.
Yeah, and this, of course, is going to help you with your writing.
Yes.
When you write, you will choose, okay, which linker.
Yeah, because I
okay?
think, okay, when you deal with comprehension or language, especially, you worry a lot about vocabulary.
Yes.
That is, you want to understand every single word. Now we can, okay, encounter words that we don't know, but we can guess the meaning of the word within a context. And we turn a blind eye to grammar, and the answer is in grammar. That's why, really, I prefer pupils dealt with, even vocabulary, within the paragraph. That is, classifying words into adjective, nouns, and so on. It is within the paragraph. The blank will tell you
Yeah.
Yes.
whether you need a noun or adjective or an adverb. Okay? Because sometimes if we start classifying words, okay, before we read the paragraph, this can mislead you. An example, a simple example. You find house,
Yes.
okay?
House.
House, for example, okay?
Yes.
In the,
Either
in
noun
the,
or verb.
yeah, it can be a verb, but you will be conditioned to a noun,
Even
and you
age.
don't know that house can be a
Because
verb to
the
house.
pronunciation
Yeah, house.
differs.
Once you are conditioned to something, and you know that when you sit for an exam, usually we are nervous.
Yes.
This will not be helpful at all, okay?
Even age and better. There
Yeah,
can
for
be
example,
also
age, a
verb.
simple word. It can
Yes.
be to age.
Yeah. Sometimes we can have in the choices age and grow, and we will be confused between using age or grow.
Yeah, for example.
So it
okay?
depends on the context. And
Yeah, the context
Yes.
will tell us, okay? The
Yes.
blank will tell us
Yes.
which one we can use, okay? So let's come back to this.
Even in comprehension, Rida, when they are asked to paraphrase a sentence, sometimes the key to paraphrasing a sentence is a grammar point.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is going to facilitate a lot, okay, your job. You will see.
Okay, let's move to
To number two.
number two.
Number two. Okay, so I got to the theater early, blank. I could have a good seat. I repeat again. I got to the theater early, blank. I could have a good seat. The blank will be filled with in order to, or so that. Rida, would you
Yeah,
read?
okay, so I got to the theater early, blank. I could have a good seat. Three choices: in order to, or so that. Okay? So what do we have after the blank?
Close.
A clause, yeah.
Yeah, a sentence. Yes or no? A
Yes.
clause.
There is a conjugated verb.
Yeah, conjugated verb. So which one then?
So that.
So-
See.
So that.
Because we express a purpose.
Yeah, and even in order to, Harry, you express purpose. So,
In order to plus noun phrase.
plus,
Noun phrase.
not noun phrase.
In order to plus
Infinitive.
verb infinitive.
Verb infinitive or base form.
Yeah, you can say infinitive phrase.
Infinitive
ING phrase, and we have infinitive
Yeah,
phrase.
infinitive.
Okay? Yeah, so this is purpose. Yes or no?
Yes.
Conjunctions of,
Of purpose.
Purpose.
Okay, so here the use of so that, as you said here, it is because we've got a clause. Now suppose that we would like to use in order to. Okay, so how can we change the sentence?
In
Using in order to,
In order to have a good seat.
in order to have a good seat.
We remove I could.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, as we did with linkers of result, and we classified into three types. We can do with conjunctions of purpose and classify them into two types. That is, linkers where we have a sentence, and linkers where we have infinitive.
Yes.
Okay? As you said, so that
Sir.
I could, or in order that.
That, yes.
Yes?
Yeah.
In order that or so that. Now, if we change by, okay, here with in order to, I can change in order to by simply
Yeah, another one.
by
To.
two.
Yeah,
To have
just
a
to,
seat,
or
yes.
So,
Sir, can we here replace in order to by for and replace
No,
the
no,
verb?
no, no.
And then after for we can make a gerund for having a good
No,
seat.
no, no,
Cannot
no,
be
no,
here.
no,
It will change the
no, no.
meaning.
no, not change meaning. Okay? We said for plus a sentence. Is it okay? Plus a sentence.
cannot
Is
be.
it clear? Now look, these sentences of purpose, we can change them with because. Clear?
Yes.
But the sentence will be awkward. We can say, I got to the theater early because I wanted to. Grammatically speaking, there is nothing wrong. But the problem is that the sentence is awkward because I wanted to.
Yes.
Okay? So,
Becomes
in that case,
heavy.
yeah, you'd better say, okay, in order to or so that. And the
So we
meaning
can
of
say-
want to is in the linker.
In the purpose to have. In the purpose to have a good seat.
In the purpose
To-
of
having a
Of
good
having
seat.
a good
yes.
seat.
a good seat, okay?
Okay, so we said here, we came back Rida, in order to or so as to. Okay,
So
the
as
same thing,
to.
yeah. So as to have a good seat. Okay?
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So two types. So that, in order that, plus
Close.
sentence or clause.
Clause, yeah.
And in order to
Plus
or
infinitive.
so as to plus
Infinitive.
infinitive.
Okay? But the third sentence, she got a good mark in the test, blank, being away from school for a month. She got a good mark in the test, blank, being away from school for a month. The options here are
So,
we've got, yeah?
however, although, and despite.
Despite.
Now, these linkers, are they linkers of purpose?
No.
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 Are they linkers of result or
No.
consequence?
They
No.
express contrast.
Contrast.
Good. Contrast, yeah?
Now, do you know, before you put, okay, do you know something about these linkers?
Yes.
Yeah, however. Plus what?
Plus
Plus
sentence.
Sentence. Okay? Now, separate sentences are
Separate
Separate
sentences.
sentences. Simple as well.
That is coordination.
Yes.
or no?
Although,
Now, can we
yeah.
change, however, by any other linker? And we change nothing.
But
But, and,
Notwithstanding.
that's despite. Okay?
Oh, yes.
But, however, or yet.
Yes. Yes.
Okay? Now we have
Nevertheless,
to
sir.
nevertheless, nonetheless, in certain cases. Yes? Okay. Now, but we have being. So, however is out. Yes, or no?
Yes.
Okay. Now, although,
What about
Close.
although?
a clause.
Close.
But what's the difference between however and although?
Although it cannot be used with separate sentences.
Yeah.
It is not.
That is a complex
a mean
sentence.
of coordination.
subordinate
Yeah.
sentence
Yes.
and a main sentence.
Good. Very good. We can change although by though.
Though, yes.
Or even though.
Even
Yes.
Yeah. So, even although and though out. So,
despite.
Despite.
Okay.
now watch
And-
out. Despite
And there is
without
also
of.
certain-
Okay?
In spite of.
Yeah.
In spite of and
And
despite.
despite. Yeah.
There
and
is
notwithstanding.
no, notwithstanding. Yes, it is another link that we can use instead of despite
and
or
in spite
In
of.
spite
in
of.
spite of. Okay?
Now, change using although.
Although she was away from school for a month, she got a good mark in the test.
Okay. Can we change the position of although? Okay. Can we put it in the middle?
Yes.
Yeah.
She got a good mark in the test, although she was away from school for a month.
As we
But here again,
said
okay,
about
yeah.
Sir,
because,
here,
okay, it is the same thing. That is, if we put it in the middle, there is no comma. If we
Yeah.
put at the beginning, we
There
put a comma.
is a comma. Yeah.
Hadami?
for however,
Yes.
it can become. It becomes. She was away from school for a month. However, she got a good mark in the test.
Yes.
it-
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
As far as punctuation is concerned, Rida, here, okay, however, is preceded by a full stop, followed by a comma, or
yes.
a semicolon, followed by a comma.
So look in an exam, for example. Just imagine we have full stop and okay, however, although, and despite. Okay, and
In
after the
parentheses.
brackets. Sometimes just the comma can help you.
Yes.
That is, if I find a comma, it is automatically
However,
because it is impossible to put despite comma or
yes.
although comma. Impossible.
Because those linkers are linked directly to the following sentence.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay?
They shouldn't be separate.
Now, the fact that, as you said, the fact that, here we can change despite the fact that
She
or
was away
in spite of the fact that.
We are again, okay, to continue this edition this night, and we've been talking, Rida, about subordination,
Coordination,
coordination,
and linkers.
conjunctions,
Okay.
and so on, okay?
Yes, how you see that knowledge of such linkers can help you not only to answer questions in language, but to improve your writing. You
When
move
you
from
master the language, you can
you move from simple
write
sentences to complex sentences. Okay? I think one remark, Salah, about linkers of contrast, we have other linkers of contrast that we can use while
Yeah, we can use while, whereas, unlike.
and unlike.
Yeah.
Okay? Yeah. Okay, let's move to the next sentence.
In those days, we'd better blank them a note because it's possible they'll arrive later. Again, we'd better blank them a note because it's possible they'll arrive later.
Okay, so once more, we'd better blank them a note because it is possible they'll arrive later. We have three choices: to leave, leaving, and leave.
Leave. Leave.
We'd better
Undoubtedly.
leave.
Yes, because we have we'd better here.
Yeah,
And
have
we
it
must
better.
put after it a base form or a better infinitive.
Yeah, okay. Now, this is base form or bad infinitive. Okay?
Yes.
Now, do you know anything about the uses of bad infinitive?
would rather.
Would rather and had better.
Sometimes we use it after but.
Yeah, after linkers. We are going to see after but or except. Okay?
Yes.
Now, first of all, and the most important thing, I think, we should know that bad infinitive is used after modal
Modal
verbs.
auxiliaries.
Yes, must and can.
Must, can,
And may. We use it after may also.
Yes,
yeah,
should,
after any modal verb.
auxiliary, and there are
Can,
negative
must,
forms.
shall, should, would,
What
and so on.
about semi-modal verbs?
Okay, semi-modal,
Yes.
we are going to talk about this, okay?
Yes.
Now, for example, needn't.
Yes.
It is only in the negative we use,
Yes.
okay?
The negative
Bad
form
infinitive.
only.
Okay.
Yeah, would better here, had better, okay, yeah, can be replaced by something else. What is it?
Would rather.
No. Should.
We'd
yeah.
like.
Should.
Yes, you can use should here.
should.
We should
Or
leave
we
them.
need we
Yeah.
need leave them a note, so that is
We need.
leave them a note.
Is it followed by the base form need here?
Need in the positive is used as a full verb.
verb.
Watch out.
Yes.
Need to. Okay?
We need to leave them.
Now, maybe we are going to, Salah, as you said, to paraphrase. We are not going to paraphrase because, we don't have enough time to say this. Now, we use bad infinitive after any modal verb.
yeah.
We use bad infinitive after had better and would rather. Okay? Now, you should know after would rather, if we have a subject, we use simple past. Okay?
Yes.
But we will focus on the bad infinitive. We use bad infinitive, you study this in the third form, after two verbs,
Or let's
make
say-
and
Have
let. Make and let.
And have rhythm.
And have. Have someone do.
Do something. Yeah.
Okay? Have someone do, make and let.
Causative
Okay?
verbs, okay?
Now, if make is in the passive, we use to infinitive. So, make, let,
Have.
have. Other verbs, sir. Is there any other
Help,
verb?
sir.
Help can be followed by both.
Both.
Help
Base
someone
form
do
and-
something.
And
Or help
to
someone to do
something.
something. No problem.
Both.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, maybe a verb that it is not very often used, it is to bid,
bid,
to beg someone.
To beg.
For example, I bade him go, or come. Okay? Yes, we use
Cannot be replaced by I make him come.
I made him come.
It will
You
be
can,
obligation.
But, okay, but the
Obligation.
meaning is different. Yes or no? Okay, you change the meaning.
Yeah.
Clear?
Yes.
So, after, make, after let, after
have.
bid, after have someone do, not have something, because have something done.
Yes.
Yes? Okay. And after other verbs, Salah?
Yeah, for example, see, hear, dare. Okay.
Yes?
They can be followed by base form. Okay. For example, I heard him sing. Okay. A lovely song. Yeah. And yeah, had better, as we said, would rather. Yeah. And
And the subjunctive.
Yeah, the subjunctive.
I think you, okay?
Yeah, I
is-
suggest, for example.
Yeah.
Suggest
Certain verbs
that
followed
Say
by
that she
the
leave.
base form,
Yeah.
the subjunctive. It is a form which is used mainly in formal American English.
English, yeah.
And it means that you want to, you expect or you imagine someone to do something.
Sir, what about urge?
Huh?
Urge.
Yes, the same thing.
Yes.
Okay? It's urgent, and we can change it to an adjective. It's urgent that he be here immediately.
It is essential.
It is essential,
important.
demanding any adjective. Okay?
Yeah.
Plus that, plus
It
subject,
is
plus.
advisable. Okay, it is important. It is necessary. Okay, so that. Okay, plus subject plus. Normally, Rida, there is should, but should is optional. That's why we can move directly to the base form.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
For example, it is advisable that she should rest
But she
for a
rest.
week. Okay. Or since should is optional, I can say it is advisable that she rest for a week, and this is, I think, the only time that the students are allowed to forget about the S with he or she or it.
Okay. I think you mentioned also verbs or perceptions, see, hear. Okay.
Yes.
Watch out. These verbs can also be followed by verb ing form.
ING form, yeah.
Okay. I saw him.
Crossing the bridge.
Cross or
Crossing.
crossing
Or
the street,
cross.
yeah.
Crossing. I saw the hole.
Action.
Action and cross the whole action
Just a
and
moment.
crossing. Yeah.
Followed
The action
him.
was still
Okay.
in progress.
In
Yes.
progress, yeah.
Okay. I watched them play and I watched them
Playing, okay. So,
Yes.
yeah.
playing while they were and play the whole play.
Okay, so it depends on what
The
you would like to
context, yeah.
express.
The last thing I think you mentioned it earlier after certain.
But
Okay.
after certain linkers.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
For example,
We
but.
call them prepositions here. Okay. Except
sir.
and but.
I
Yes.
have nothing to do but wait.
Yeah. For example, I have nothing to do but wait. I think this talks about you. You are
Yes.
waiting for the back exam. Right?
Yes.
Okay. You are looking forward or you are waiting?
Looking forward, of course.
Both, I think.
Yeah.
We are optimist.
You should be.
Yes.
No? You should be
Yes, of course.
optimistic.
Okay, so the back exam is very easy. You will see.
Yeah,
It's
we
like
will
the other
just-
exams, yeah. It's one of the exams after all.
Yes,
Okay.
we will just
Now
do
about
it.
dare to have the courage to. It can be used, okay, as a verb or as a semi-modal.
Yeah.
Need the same thing. It is used as a semi-modal in the negative, okay.
Yes.
He needn't do it.
Yeah.
Needn't
In a
do
negative
it.
form.
If we change it to a verb, he doesn't need to do
do
it.
it.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So that's the maybe the uses of bare infinitive.
Infinitive,
We
yeah.
hope that we have missed.
Okay, so maybe
Nothing at
used
all.
to, Rida. Okay, the habit in the past. Okay, used to. With used to, okay.
With used to, yes, okay. But I think because it is used as an adjective, we are going to deal with, okay.
No, I'm talking about habit in the
Uses
past.
of-
Yeah,
Used
habit in the
to-
past, yes,
Yeah.
okay.
He used to go, he used to play, okay? Something that was in the past and interrupted by now, no longer, okay? It is followed by a base form.
Base form.
Yeah.
Okay, and here the students shouldn't be confused when there is verb to be or get or become before used to. Okay?
Sorry, we didn't read the phrase, the whole phrase. We
Yeah, you would
listed it.
like,
Yes.
yeah.
It's better for the listeners to
Okay.
know
yeah.
about
So
all situations.
let's look at the fifth. Yeah. In those days, he blank played tennis 4 hours a day. In those days, he blank played tennis 4 hours a day. These are the
Okay,
choices.
so in those days, he blank play tennis 4 hours a day. We have 3 choices: was used to, or used to, or
Use it.
used. Now, which one is out automatically?
Used to.
Use it.
Out,
I think
out.
used is out
Used.
automatically
Oh,
because
which
it is
is
a verb.
out.
Yeah,
I think the
okay.
appropriate one is
The appropriate one is
used to.
why
Used
not
to.
was used to?
Was used
We
to
have
plus
a
ing
phrase,
for.
sir.
Huh?
We have a phrase. We have a sentence here.
Where is it? Sentence.
Plays tennis for
It's
hours.
not a sentence. I'm sorry.
Close.
And we have a time phrase that refers to the past. So we have to use
That's okay. In those days,
Yes.
that is okay.
a time
Was
phrase.
used to or used to. But why used to?
Because was used to should be followed by an ing form.
Was used to should be followed by an ing form. Okay.
Yes.
That's why it is. Okay. Because it is possible to say in those days he was used to
To
playing tennis.
Playing
for
tennis.
It's
hours.
correct. Now, to be used to, or to become used to, or to be accustomed to, means something which had been unusual, past in past, and became usual in the past. If the verb to be, or become, or get is in the past.
In the past, huh?
Now, or it means something which was unusual
In the past.
in the past
And
and
becomes
has become
usual
used in the present. If
Yes.
become or be
Is in the
or
present.
get
In the
is in the
future,
present.
okay. And if it
I
is in
think
the
you get
future-
used to maybe going to bed late these days since you prepare for your back exam.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So we can replace it by he was accustomed to playing tennis for hours
Yes,
a
of
day.
course.
Yes.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. No
Um,
problem.
He was familiar
With
with.
With in the
Okay.
past
He
something.
was familiar
Okay.
with.
playing
Playing
tennis.
for
tennis.
Yeah.
hours a day.
So as far as meaning is concerned, Rida, here, of course, they have totally different meanings, as Rida has just said that. Okay, so if there is, okay, get or be or become before used to, it means that something is usual, we are familiar with, and it should be followed by a noun or a verb ing.
Yes.
If there is nothing between used to and the subject, used to here is used, okay, to talk about an interrupted habit in the past. Okay.
Okay. So to sum up this, we can say subject plus used to or would, base form. Subject, be, get or become, used to or accustomed to, verb ing form. Sometimes pupils
No.
really, okay,
Confused.
may not accept the fact that to plus verb ing form. That's a problem, I think, okay?
So
That
it
is
can
when
be
they
seen
find
as
to.
to plus preposition.
Yeah.
Okay.
A preposition is followed by an ing form.
By an ing,
And as to is a preposition, so to can be followed by an ing form.
And
Now,
if-
but the
and
problem,
used is,
I read you this. A pupil may say, okay, how
Why?
can I distinguish between to as a preposition and to as part of the infinitive? That is, how do I know if this is a preposition
From the
or
sense.
this? Huh?
From the sense, it will be
The
clear.
sense does not help at all. Doesn't help. Only if, okay, you may try it like this. Look, if I say he's addicted to drugs, the sentence, is it correct?
Yes.
He's addicted to drugs.
Yes, it's correct.
So look, if you can put after to a noun, it is verb ing form.
That's
Because verb ing form can function as a gerund, as a noun. If you can't, it is infinitive.
Or
Because
simply
really, you tell me yes after to as a preposition, we put verb ing form, and if to is part an infinitive, okay, we must put an infinitive base form. But how can I distinguish?
Okay, so Rita,
Okay.
it can be simply asking a question. He's addicted to what? Okay, he's addicted to a noun. Okay,
Either to drugs
or to doing
consuming
what? Okay,
drugs.
yeah, or to consuming drugs. Yeah, and
No, maybe still
used
confusing.
to do what? Okay.
Yeah, I think a simple, okay, thing to do is to put a noun. If it fits the context, it is gerund. If it doesn't fit, okay, it is infinitive.
Okay,
Because
sometimes
look,
it is given in the
look.
Bakalorya.
Yes, they never give
Multiple choice, okay.
the right form.
He's addicted to.
Yes.
Can we say drugs? Yes or no?
Yes.
Now he's addicted to play drugs or to playing drugs. Sorry,
Consume.
to consuming drugs or to consume drugs.
To consuming drugs.
Huh? To consuming.
Yes.
Why consuming?
We must have
Because
put the gerund.
we can take out the consuming and
Yes.
just we put the noun.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Okay, so if you can change it with a noun, okay, so that's an ing. If not, okay, it is part of the verb followed by a base form. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it
Other
happens
things.
in the back exam that they give us two and they put between brackets the base form. So we have in this time to put it always to
Yeah,
make it
usually
always gerund.
Usually they never give the
Yes.
right form. Okay?
Yes.
So it is a gerund.
Yes.
If you need verb
So
ing
it
form.
might be